Hey, this will be a video chart on IMGG, a chart that since looks like mid-August has really been making some bullish strides. So I want to get the chart kind of mapped out, supports, resistances, and just kind of lay the foundation of what you do and don't want to see. So the first thing to kind of note is the big bad 50-day simple moving average, which is that purple line there. And if we scrunch up the chart, you can see that essentially since the chart fell below it right here back in April, it's just continually compressed the price down, but that has finally changed. So that's where I want to start off and just kind of point out how not only has it been broken, but it's already been tested and kind of shown its strength. So as you can see, this has been a very kind of pain in the neck type resistance, and then back here in late August the bulls blew through it, and that's only really half the battle because I don't know an exact percent, but the majority of the time when key resistances are broken, they're always back tested, and the back test is actually more important than the breakout from a long-term perspective. If you're a short-term breakout trader, then this is all you really care. But if you're in this for a longer-term swing trade, or if you're in this because you're following the story and fundamentals, but use charts to kind of just guide you, then for those types of people, the back test is more important, because anything can break through, but when things kind of cool off, the back test will show whether or not it's truly been built up a high enough base to be a support. And sure enough, as you can see here, exploded, things cooled off, profit takers really hammered it here. Volume dropped off, which is what you want to see when the price pulls back. So this was good, but the point being here, things cool off, and then right here you can see 2 or 3 days, one day it hit it exactly, but the other two got close enough where the price came down and retested what was previous a resistance level. Now it turned into a support, and sure enough, it is holding up as a support. So that's a great sign to see. It's a good sign of strength that this was a legitimate breakout, and that this current upwards move does have some genuine strength behind it. Now on that same note, it also becomes a very important support level. If the price were to drop below this, then it's one of those things where the chart's gonna kind of take quite a big hit and not look as pretty as it does right now. For the people that ask me where are the key supports, the key support in my mind really is this purple line, the 50-day simple moving average. Right now it's valued at 30 cents. So this is the level I would keep my eye on, because if this one doesn't hold, then like I said, the chart's going to take a hit, and more than likely the price will at least drop down here to around 25 cents where this next area of support is. But for now, things are great. Like I said, it has already been tested, it's held up, and the price is up here at 36 cents. So so far so good in terms of supports holding that you want to see hold. Now in terms of resistance levels, 40 cents looks to be the key resistance to get through. Sure, there's some prices above it, but if you just kind of look and try to find kind of an average of what you think where the prices are, 40 cents seems more than fair. We had some above, it knocked down the price a couple times, the price closed right at it. So there's a good variety. So 40 cents, not exact. If you want it to be exact, you could say, well, there's a resistance here at 41. There's resistance here at 42. There's resistance then way up there at 52.5. To me, that's too complicated. I'd rather just keep it simple and find a price that's right around that area. And 40 cents makes sense to me. So that's what the key resistance area I would be looking for right now with any sort of upwards move. So I'll get that in there, change that to red for resistance. And then obviously the big bad resistance over time is going to be up here, this orange line, which is the 200-day simple moving average. That's valued at 53 cents, but one day at a time. Let's first see if we can get through 40 cents. But people were wondering about the 200-day, and yes, the 200-day is important. It will be a key resistance, but that's getting a little too far ahead of yourself for the time being, as the price is still down here and has some work to do. With any sort of upwards move, you want to see history repeat itself, like on this day when you had a nice surge in volume, and the more volume on a breakout, the better. If it does continue to go sideways, then you want to see low volume like it's been. Something that caught my eye is Yes, today's volume bar wasn't like any of these ones, but it was bigger than what it's been, and the price started to creep upward. So maybe this is the beginning of something bigger. Obviously that's a wait and see until the bell rings Monday morning, and we'll see what happens all of next week. But this is pretty interesting here that we got a nice little bigger volume bar, got some price showing some life. So maybe it'll only be a matter of time next week before 40 cents gets tested and maybe even broken. But once more, in a nutshell, the 50-day is the moving average you want to see hold because it's a key level of support. 40 cents is going to be the key resistance right now, and then over time, the 200-day will creep into the picture in terms of playing a more active role. But for now, chart's definitely looking good in the short term, and with this break of the 50-day, it's nice to see that it was able to break it, but more importantly, hold on to it on this retest right there. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It's all free, no strings attached. We've been making some good money together with our alerts and so forth. So I'd encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and check it out. One more time, this was IMGG. Thanks for listening, and enjoy your weekends.